Yeah, swimming the length of Britain back in, so this is 2013,
Yeah.
end of 2012 is when I was sort of toying with the idea.
Hmm.
And I started middle of 2013, which was a year after I finished cycling around the world. So whenever you put a big idea out there, there's actually, for the most part, I truly believe that now you'll get mostly support from people. But unfortunately, it's easy to sort of go to tell everyone, oh, people said no, I couldn't do it. But actually, if you look through the comments, there'll be, 95 people said, brilliant, well done, how can I help? And 5 say, no, it's rubbish, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
It's easy to go, oh, people said I couldn't do it. Look at these 5 people.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, it's not real. So the swim but the swim, I have to say, was different to that. So yes, there were a lot of people who said, wow, this is awesome. But that's all they said, because there's nowhere else they could do anything other than just say, well, this is great. Because no one could give me advice. So it's not like they could say, oh, brilliant, well, I can help you because of this, because of that, because no one really knew how to advise me. And then, but there were a lot of people who were just like, you're an idiot, you can't do it. And then a lot of people, so this was sort of, it wasn't pre-Twitter, Twitter was around, but certainly people were emailing me instead, really, sending me long emails about why it couldn't be done. And, they had legitimate concerns. The weather, the weather's too cold, the wind is too strong, the tides are too strong, the water's freezing, there's big whirlpools, there's, killer whales, all these things. But nothing suggested it wasn't possible. I really did my research, and actually it was kind of fuel for the fire when hearing all this sort of these naysayers kind of really helped me.
Yeah.
But I think I wasn't so bothered about people going, there's no way you can do it, it's impossible, you're an idiot. Like that didn't bother me.
No,
what was more frustrating is there were some people who could have given me advice who just kind of said, well, it's wasting my time, so I'm not going to bother. I think it's, that's cool, but like, and that was just finding out about, tides and currents and water temperature and swimming technique. And I got some advice here and there, but when I put stuff out on the internet I find, sailing forums, and I'd put a post out about, what's it like? And then, all the good advice would just get buried, and just people going, you're an idiot. It's impossible to sail it in one season. I'm like, no, it's not. I have the sailing record. It's 84 hours. So come on.
I normally work with kids in my normal job sort of before COVID came around. And I always say to kids, like for me personally, I always say to people, don't go out there to prove people wrong. I always go out there to prove myself right. I don't know if that's something you can relate to, but that's something I always say, because end of the day, like you say, there's a lot of people who are quite negative, especially nowadays with social media. There's, all it takes is a click of a button. And the problem is, like, hopefully it's a lot of people, well, most people do nowadays, is they'll see, like you say 100 comments of positivity. They'll see that 1, 2, 5 comments of negativity, and they'll just concentrate on that 5 comments. And it's unfortunate that that's the way we are at the moment in this day and age. But as I say, obviously you went and did it. It took you 135 days, and that was actually a very important time in your life, because that was when you grew your beard.
Yeah. The anti-jellyfish protection beard, as I called it back then. I mean, the beard just physically stopped my face getting stung from jellyfish. It's just a physical